Based on true criminal incident, the person who became cannibal.
Paris, 1981. The sun was setting, and the rain tapped gently on the stone streets of the city. Inside Sorbonne University, literary gatherings were alive with poetry and ideas. Among them was a young Dutch student, Iris van Holt, who captured hearts with her intelligence, poetry, and radiant smile. She lived alone, was independent, and above all, believed in a life full of beauty. In her class, there was one student who stood apart, Toro Kaito, a silent, lonely face from Japan. Words rarely passed his lips, but his eyes carried storms. What made him truly different was his sharp observation. Every day he watched Iris. He memorized her voice, her walk, her laughter. Within months, admiration turned into obsession, a silent hunger only one thing could satisfy. One day he stopped her outside class and said, "I'm writing a paper on Japanese poetry. I need help with translations." Iris smiled and said yes. How could she say no to literature? Toro invited her to his flat the next day. She went, and never returned. That night, Iris disappeared. Her roommate reported her missing, but the police took it lightly. "She's probably with friends," they said. But 2 days later, in the woods of Bois de Vincennes, 2 suitcases were found. Blood seeped from the sides, and the stench was unbearable. Inside were human body parts, but something was missing: the head. Inspector Louis Marchand took over the case. He launched an investigation and quickly traced Iris's last contact, Toro. When police entered Toro's flat, everything was immaculately clean, unnaturally clean. Behind a row of books, they found a photo of Iris, her eyes scribbled out with ink. In the trash, bloodied cloth. On the floor, fine strands of hair. Toro was arrested. During interrogation, Toro confessed something unimaginable and unforgivable. He said that after Iris arrived, he offered her a drugged drink. Once she was unconscious, he shot her. But the horror didn't end there. He cut her body into pieces, wrapped the remains in plastic, and stored them in his refrigerator. Then he ate part of her. He said he wanted to keep her beauty inside him, forever. It wasn't just a murder. It was mental illness, savagery, and a black stain on the face of humanity. The court declared Toro mentally unstable and sent him to a psychiatric hospital. But only a few months later, he was deported to Japan, where doctors ruled he was now mentally fit. Due to a legal loophole, he escaped punishment, and he was free. Then came a new horror. Toro published a book, The Taste of Silence. He appeared on TV shows, gave interviews, and the world watched him not in fear, but in fascination. Some even called him a genius, and all of it was built upon Iris's sacrifice. 10 years later, Toro was found dead, in his flat. No blood, no foul play, just a single poem left on the table, in Dutch, a language only Iris could understand. Even in silence, your breath lives within me. I have returned. Beside it lay Iris's photo and an envelope. It read, "For Simon." Simon, Iris's classmate, the one who always suspected something was wrong, the one who deleted the CCTV footage of that day because he feared the scandal. Simon burned the letter and buried the greatest silence of his life inside his chest. The story ends here. But one question still lingers. Is silence a refuge or a hunger that devours everything? If true crime-inspired stories like this fascinate you, subscribe to our channel. Every week, a new murder mystery that will chill your bones and haunt your thoughts. The Alpha Aura, where silence is never just silence.